Good evening and thanks for joining us. No one saw it coming, least of all the Harper government. And now a Twitter campaign has picked up so much steam it appears there's no stopping it. The first tweets appeared detailing Public Safety Minister Vic Toews' divorce. And as he tried to get to the bottom of what the government calls dirty, sleazy internet tricks, new Twitter feeds popped up. Thousands of people are poking fun at Toews by telling him everything. It's all a grassroots backlash to the government's proposed internet surveillance bill. And as Jacques Bourbeau reports, the government doesn't see the funny side.
It's a parliamentary whodunit. An Ottawa newspaper says somewhere on Parliament Hill, someone launched an internet attack against Public Safety Minister Vic Toews. It's a Twitter account called VikiLeaks with details of Toews' messy divorce proceedings. Toews has asked the Speaker to investigate, but the Conservatives have already made up their minds. They say the NDP is behind the smear campaign.
I call on the NDP to stand up, to take responsibility for these dirty tricks, to apologize, Mr. Speaker, and to identify which one over there is responsible for these sleazy attacks.
The Tories, who've been attacked for being political bullies, were not going to pass up this opportunity.
I don't think it's the kind of thing that Jack Layton was talking about when he was talking about greater civility in Parliament.
The opposition NDP found itself in an odd position. Not on the attack, but on the defensive.
This could be anybody. It could be anybody, any computer on the Hill. It could be any computer anywhere. So this is not our issue. The Speaker is looking into it. We're satisfied with that.
But one Liberal MP says this is simply a case of Toews getting a taste of his own medicine.
If you're going to attack people the way that Vic Toews attacked people, then some of that's going to come back at you.
Toews got into hot water when he introduced this bill that gives police new powers to snoop on the internet. But the online community is fighting back, not just with personal attacks, but with humor. On Twitter, the reaction has been, don't bother snooping on us because we'll tell Vic everything. I just drank milk directly from the carton. Sorry, writes Christopher E. Can you check my messages and let me know who called? Tamara asks Vic. Had a salad for lunch and got lettuce stuck between my teeth, write Jake and Charlie.
The whole Tell Vic Everything is almost like a viral political campaign. It kind of pokes fun at the whole idea behind the legislation and turns it into something that people can engage with. And it's political, but it's also entertaining.
And it's the Tell Vic Everything Twitter stream that may be the most politically damaging to Toews, because nothing takes away a politician's power faster than mockery and laughter. Jacques Bourbeau, Global News, Ottawa.
And with me from Ottawa is our chief political correspondent, Tom Clark. Tom, we know the Tories are upset about this. They'd like it all to stop, but do they have a strategy to contain it?
Well, if they do, Donna, we haven't seen it. I sense that they've been overwhelmed by this. If you think of it this way, communication from this town has always been from the inside out. Party war rooms sending out messages. What's happened is the pipeline has been reversed. Now it's the outside coming into the center, overwhelming the center. And there's no way that you can control that, no way you can spin that. This is a brand new world we're in.
And it's Vic Toews' own comments in the House that launched all of this.
Absolutely. I mean, this was the usual bellicose way that this government has been operating. And when Vic Toews stood up and said, you're either with this bill or you are with the child pornographers, that was offensive to many people, especially to Conservatives who were against the bill and didn't like their own minister calling them child pornographers. That was the problem.
Right, and that touched off all of this. Now there are more Twitter feeds emerging. Tell Harper Everything is one of them, and the latest trending hashtag is Don't Toews me, bro. How damaging is all of this?
Well, I think it's damaging because humor is always damaging to a politician. What it means in real life for this bill, who knows? I think that the Tories have been chastised by this. I'm sure that they don't know where to go next in their communication strategy. They could have responded with humor to humor, but that's not in their DNA. But this bill will still go through. Remember, this is still a majority government.
It certainly is. Tom Clark in Ottawa, thanks.
You bet.